Hey guys, this is Jesse Akers with another tutorial for you. This time we're going to be covering keyword research. This is where we take the select keywords, the niche keywords that we had chosen from the last tutorial, and this is how we're going to kind of dig deeper into them. A couple of tools or techniques that are needed. Number one is going to be a Google Keyword Planner. This is a totally free tool, but you will have to sign up for a Google Adwords account. Then the other one that you'll be using is a Google Exact Match search. The Keyword Planner itself will actually give you an idea of the monthly searches, the volume of monthly searches for any given keyword, and then the Google Exact Match search will give you an idea of the competition. This is a fairly addictive process, so you have been warned. But let's just go ahead and dive right into it. Alright guys, here we are down in the trenches. First thing you're going to want to do is get to a place to Google search. In this case I'm at my home page. But on your Google search, what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to type in Keyword Planner. And then what that'll do, sometimes there'll be ads, but what that'll do, usually it's the very first one. It should always be the first one. And you're looking for Google AdWords Keyword Planner. So we'll click on that, and then it's going to say sign into AdWords. We talked about that before, to where you'd need to set up an AdWords account. But again, you'll be able to set this up without giving payment information. So you'll be able to access this tool without actually giving them payment information, but you do need to set up the Google AdWords account to access the Keyword Planner. So we'll go ahead and sign into Google AdWords. Okay, and then you're going to come to a screen that's going to look like this, and where it says find new keywords, search for new keywords using a phrase, website, or category. You go ahead and click that, and it'll create this dialog box. And what you want to do, when we had talked in the previous video, one of the examples I'd given was cars, and then for niches was muscle cars, classic British cars, and tuners. Well, in this case, I've actually played around with this just a little bit for the video. So I found out that tuners was a pretty interesting one. So that I thought I'd be able to show you kind of some things to look for. So anyway, we'll type in tuners, and then we'll just scroll down to get ideas, and it'll bring us up. We got our nifty little chart and everything. By default, it's going to come up as ad group ideas. What you want to do is switch over to keyword ideas. Okay, and you'll see there that tuners gives us a monthly search volume, an average monthly search volume of around 3,600 people. But here's where the research parts come in. So you come down, you want to see some other examples. Well, look, tuner, guitar tuner, acoustic guitar tuner, electric guitar, chromatic, Grover tuners, Waverly tuners, tuner guitar. This is all musical. This is all guitar tuners. So what we're going to do is we'll say, you know, we want to be specific, so we'll say tuner cars, and do a search for that. Now if you scroll back up, now tuner cars has 5,400 average monthly searches, which that's great. You know, that's more than tuners had, so we're on the right track. And then also best tuner cars, tuner car parts, good tuner cars. So we can tell this is a lot more targeted for what we're actually looking for. So then you can open another window, and this is where your exact match search comes in. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the phrase tuner cars, but you're going to put it in parentheses and search for that. And putting in parentheses, what that does is it only allows the exact match tuner cars to show up. It can't be without the parentheses. If a site or its description had said I like cars and I like to use a tuner when I'm tuning my guitar, it would show up. It would give us this right here, about, on your results. It would show up here, and then if you'll just like we're under a 500,000. We're at 417K right now, but take out the parentheses, and now we're at 3.8 something million. So with the parentheses, it's going to give you that exact domain name or that exact keyword search, and we've got it under a 500,000. So this keyword it has potential because it has 5,400 searches a month, and then we've got the, you know, our competition's been narrowed down quite a bit. A lot of guys say, you know, to try and do under 100,000 for your competition, and this above 1,000. It's going to be your it's going to be your personal goals. You know, if you're trying to get 30,000 unique viewers to your page or videos or whatever per month, then this is a really piss poor word to do that, or this phrase, because 5,400, the other three, you know, the other 15,000 or 25,000, they're not going to be targeted because there's only 5,400 people searching for tuner cars per month. So this number has to be large enough to where you're like, yeah, I can do something with that. But then at the same time, the higher this number is, the harder it's going to be for you to rank. So you can look at some different stuff. One thing that's interesting to me is, like, say, left-handed pins. Now look, 12,300. That's a very small number for, you know, as far as competition goes. And then you can come over here and you can do left-handed pins. And it has 1,000, you know, average of 1,000 searches a month. So this one would actually work. But looking at the keyword, you've got to realize there's not a whole lot of lateral movement, so to speak, with the, you know, if you're targeting left-handed pins, it doesn't give you a whole lot of room to work with. And even when you do, there's only 1,000 average monthly searches, so you're only going to get a percentage of that. So say if you got 20 or 30%, say you got 300 people to click on your to your site, then there's even going to be a smaller percentage of them that's actually going to participate, or actually that's going to get, you know, engaged within your funnel of whatever you're trying to, you know, whatever kind of conversion you're trying to create. There's only going to be a percentage of that 300 that's going to get involved. So say 10%, and that's probably a pretty strong number, but 10% of 300, that's only 30 people. So, you know, you've got to take into consideration the growth. Now, if you're wanting to just build a bunch of niche websites, then this is ideal. This is perfect. 1,000 average monthly searches, and such a low number as a 12,300 as far as your competition goes, then this is going to be, you know, it fits it great. I mean, I wouldn't base my life income on 1,000 monthly searches. But if you're wanting to have 10, 20, 30 sites, this one may be able to, you know, bring you in $100 a month or whatever. So that's really what you're looking for as far as keywords research goes. There's guys throw out numbers, and one of the things a lot of guys say for a niche site, you want this to be between 1,000 and 15,000. I personally, you know, it's going to be depending on what you're trying to do. And I think the competition is probably even more so important than how many searches per month, because I'd rather have a higher number of searches and less competition, so to speak. But anyway, that's just kind of the basics of keyword research. Get in here and play around with this, and to further your knowledge, you can actually go on, you know, YouTube or whatever and just do, you know, search for keyword research. And that's going to open up a lot more tutorials and different stuff like that to give you different ideas. But generally, I'm just showing you how to be able to take, you know, step one, is there anyone, you know, how many people are interested in this keyword, you know? And then step two, okay, how many people are trying to sell this keyword? How many people are, and will I be competing on this platform? How many people's out there that I'll be competing against? So it's just kind of gives you a supply and demand ballpark. This is all free tools. It only takes, you know, a few minutes for each word, and it's actually kind of fun because you come across some really unique stuff to where there'll be like 10 searches a month, but there'll be, 5 million people going after this keyword. So and you also get, like with the left-handed pins, to where you've also got so little of competition that it'd be hard not to rank for this word or for this key phrase. This is actually a long tail keyword. If it's got 3 or more in the description, like left-handed pins, or if it was left-handed pins for women, or those are all they're called long tail keywords. If it was just left-handed, I would consider that just a typical keyword, But anyway, this is just the basics on keyword research. Just get in there and play with it, and start going through all the keywords that you dug up before from the previous tutorial, and just start going through there and having fun with it. It's actually a lot of fun. I've spent many an hour digging through keywords, and really for without even the intentions to build a site, just because I like doing keyword research. So, but anyway, just get in there, play around. If you got any questions or comments or suggestions, make sure to post them below, and I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Thanks, guys.